All right, I'm all set.
Okay. Is everyone else settled in, or do you guys need any more time?
I'm ready
I'm good.
to go.
Yeah, I'm set.
Okay. I'm gonna move you guys to the map.
We're meeting a gray gnome.
Yeah, in a couple days. The outrageous Molly Mab agreed to set you up with a brief meet with Ethan Baylor. So, is there anything you guys want to do with a couple days?
I might as well try again to get information on the other guy we're looking for.
You could do that.
Miaknian Mund or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try that one more time.
Okay, you can roll me a diplomacy. Oh, there goes Pluto.
Oh no, he died. There is a fairly low.
I thought you said he's not going to die tonight.
I said Mantis wouldn't.
Mantis just said, "Oh, he died."
Oh, Pluto.
With regards to
Oh,
Pluto.
Mantis won't die. Oh, no, Pluto's not safe.
It's a good roll.
With regards to Miaknian Mund.
Welcome back, Pluto.
Thanks. I don't know, Discord just locked up or something, so restarted it.
Okay. Yeah, you put on your diplomacy hat or something, and you're talking to more people, and you kind of start to get in a little better with some of the people around. Is that 37 diplomacy is pretty impressive. And you hear from someone, and this is the most credible thing you've heard in your search for finding out more about this guy. And this by the way, this did take you quite a bit of that check. You hear that there was an old infirmary that had mostly been abandoned, but that someone with a lot of money and the need for a place that would be a natural fit for medical supplies was purchased some years ago, around when Miaknian Mun started, doing things around. And it seems like a lot of people's general perception of him is that he is a very closeted, introverted person, but that he's contributed a lot to the well-being of like Talden in regards to its the Navy here and any kind of like alchemical and medical services it requires. But if you want to know the location of that old infirmary that's been moved into, they tell you where that it is on like a little on the outskirts of the town. And yeah, that many regard Miaknian Mun as an alchemical genius.
Maybe he's an investigator. Maybe he's a vivisectionist. I don't know.
Oh, and then they also tell you that he is occasionally, when people do see him in public, he's seen in the company of a group of people who call themselves the Esoteric Knights of Evil.
Right.
But you think you have an idea, like a good idea where it is that this guy lives. It just took a lot of effort to
Right.
What's a significantly high DC?
I have been maxing the skill. And
Yeah.
because
With your
of class, it is also
you only had a 25% chance of getting it, even with that 19 bonus.
Yep.
Oh.
Does anybody else do anything during the couple days?
I might sightsee the town a little. Window shop.
Okay.
Just kind of take a break from, like, we've been on a boat for a while, you know?
Yeah, but funny enough, you are at a place where a lot of boats, like a lot of the stuff that goes on from day to day is about boats.
Right. But land, you know, it's something about not rocking back and forth anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's not the ocean, so I don't think it feels the same, but yeah.
Yep, it is a bit of a swampy place though, so it's not the most firm of land.
Eh. She's getting over the water thing now that she, like, gets it.
Mm-hmm.
We're embracing
you do notice that there are a lot of halflings that seem to live here.
Okay.
It seems like there's a very good part of the population that is halfling.
So does a
as
halfling
such,
build a
they're-
shop the size of them or the size of normal beings so that normal beings can go into the halfling's shop?
I mean, it seems like most of the shops are, they're built for any kind of race that's of medium. But
Okay.
maybe you do notice that, like, some of the architecture does look more like like it is suited towards halfling.
Yeah.
Like, the desks, like the counters, are maybe a little lower than usual, so that halflings don't have to like step up too high, or maybe
Right.
they have like other little desks by them so that halflings can talk face to face.
Yeah. I was just
Everything
curious.
is made with yeah.
All right. Fun. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing special.
I think we did some reading in the eccentric Mac or whatever her name is place, and we did some reading that if we were to bring back the items, they would become mundane. But there's maybe some sort of thing we can do to make them not mundane in the real world.
You did do some research on that, and that's what you've heard, or what you've researched.
Might as well meet with this gnome, and then we can go to Miaknian Mun's place.
Okay. Is that what everyone wants to do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. So yeah, a couple days go by, and you guys go back to the sceptered house. The outrageous Molly Mab greets you, and she looks at you all, and she seems pleased that Sister Maria is still wearing most of his interesting and formal attire. But she does remark that the rest of you could try to be a little more than.
We should have dressed one of them up as a Garuda.
Something colorful. Garudas are very colorful. But she'll direct you to where Etham is currently resting.
Okay.
And yeah, when she brings you to him, he's in the lap of like a really nice, comfy, larger than he is. And she introduces you. She has you sit around, and she's gonna go grab some tea and crumpets for you, and for Etham. And the gnome, he gives a cordial smile, but you can tell that this is definitely not your average gnome. And I will show you what he looks like.
I think we found the rails, guys. There's a portrait for this guy.
Did you guys see him?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Here's a picture of him.
Now that guy has like the kind of eyebrows that you were talking about, Matt.
I think that's pretty normal for gnomes, actually, to have very wild eyebrows.
Yeah, expressive eyebrows, but as you can see, like this gnome is, yeah, like literally he is blue, which none of your characters may have actually ever seen before.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's out to find the spark of life. He looks like he lost it. We must add him to the party and adventure. Come with us.
And well, after you guys have been introduced, he takes his hands and puts them, onto his lap, looks at you. And does anybody say anything?
Yeah. I will tell him that we're looking for one of his colleagues, Mian Mund, and I will tell him a little bit about our adventures in the dream world to maybe spark his attention. Like I will tell him the story of the jail rescue and betrayal and stuff. Maybe that'll spark his interest.
Okay, I was gonna say don't just roll diplomacy for me yet.
Well, I did.
I know you did. Okay, let's see. He looks at you and he listens, and it seems like he's got his attention on you, but when you mention wanting to know where Mun lives and going into your forays into the dream world, he immediately kind of seems disinterested, and he says to you, "I'm not really sure what you want with my associate here. I mean, he's not really kind of the dreamer type. He's more practical, and he's a man that values his privacy. I don't really think he has time to waste with people coming to him about things that everybody does. And that's thinking about fairy tale fantasies in their dreams."
Well, we do have some very practical things that we wish to ask him. I hear that you're into ships. I'm a captain myself. But we must set sail. We must set sail out over the lands, and I am not as adept at that as I am at sailing the open sea. And we hear that he has some expertise for where we're looking to go.
Into ships. I see. Have you heard of my work?
We have. We hear it's splendid.
Sister Maria, do you have profession sailor, knowledge, geography, or let's see,
Of this.
craft? Uh-oh. He nods his head and lifts an eyebrow, crosses his one foot over the other, and he says, I can see that you know a lot about ships.
But what does that mean?
I don't even think I need to roll sense motive to sense that he is not impressed.
Perhaps.
I have lots of knowledges, but they do not include nature or profession sale. I can craft tattoos. Would you like a tattoo of your boat? I think it would look splendid.
He rolls his eyes and says, I'd be impressed if you could name one boat that I've worked.
Is that like a knowledge local?
You could try.
I'm not actually. Just kidding.
Not Kudu's forte.
Yeah, I don't think I have any way that I would know any of his boats.
We do know of a very special boat.
Yeah, but Did he work on it? Nah.
Maybe. You might be interested in it.
Well, he says, well, I'm waiting.
It's it's a very evil boat that likes to take people prisoner and wisp them across the plain.
It's pretty strange stuff, I must say.
And if you want to not use it and go on land, it will fold itself up into a box.
He kind of like leans forward with his hands on his cheeks, and he says, we are talking about actual boats here, right?
Yes, an actual boat. It's a very fantastic boat, but it is an actual boat. Would you like to see said actual boat?
He sighs and looks over towards the where you guys came, and he says, it does sound like a once in a lifetime opportunity, but I am the chief shipwright of the Talden Naval Yard, and I do have important and busy things to get.
What were we supposed to find out from him? Where this
Stuff
other
we've
guy
already
was?
found out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're also like sort of given a side quest to cheer him up. And he is very, very depressed.
Does anybody else happen to have profession sailor or craft like ships or something, or knowledge geography?
I do have profession sailor.
I have knowledge
One rank.
geography. And Drench knows things about water.
Well, if you've got him, you can roll it and try talking to him.
Geography stuff, says Kudu.
Okay. Yeah, secret. Tell him something about how you guys sailed down the Selin Passage. He might like to know some things about that.
Wait, what happened to us sailing down a passage?
I don't know.
You think that maybe your experiences and slight knowledge about the Selin Passage, being a very
What was the
it's a
Selin
very
passage?
known geographical for sailors and ships.
Oh,
What was the secret?
did anything happen there to us, or we just went through it?
Well, just went through it, but still,
Okay.
like you remember it, and you think that maybe because he's he's a shipwright, he might find something interesting about your time sailing.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then I'll tell him whatever she knows. If he seems to get more interested, she'll keep going.
Okay. You mentioned that you did sail down it, that you guys came from Thrush, and maybe you tell him that well, he you tell him that, and he does at least give you his attention when you start talking about sailing down it.
Okay.
And he says, well, while your friend here might own a captain's hat, I assume that you didn't come down on your own ship, and that's quite a long journey. Must have taken a good, reliable ship.
Yes.
Remember what it was called? Must be here in the docks.
It is, right?
Maybe it's
Still.
one I know.
It's wounded, though. It needs fixing, right?
No, it got fixed.
Oh, it got fixed. Okay.
Well, by magic.
Alright.
He probably isn't impressed by our magic to fix the boat. He's like, psh.
Yeah, he's a shipwright.
He's like, lame.
He builds boats.
Using magic to fix boats, lame. What was her ship's name? I don't even remember.
Did we ever get that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we did, but I don't remember it offhand. But so I could maybe just say, well, it wasn't our boat. It was Captain Skywind's boat. Maybe recognizes the name Captain Skywind.
You'll be
Okay, yeah.
pleased to see that he perks both of his big, long, gray brows at you, and you say that. And then they go back down. And he says, yeah, I think we're done here for now. And he gets up.
I think you should go see Captain Skywind and maybe go on a boat ride with her. It would cheer you.
He says, hearing about her actually does sound a little bit like a nice thing. We're done here, but if you want, you can follow me. I'm gonna go down to the docks. And he says, I oversaw the construction of her boat, the Star. It'll be nice to see it in port again.
Okay.
And he asks you to tell him more about your time traveling down the Selin River. But Molly Mab starts coming back with the tea and biscuits, and he just says, "Thanks, Molly. Put it on."
Man, this guy's depressing Kudu.
This guy's depressing me out of character. I think we should book it.
Well, do you let him just kind of walk away, or do you follow him? Because he said that you could come with him.
I'll follow him.
I'll follow him.
I guess I don't really want to follow him, but I guess we'll follow him.
Okay. And yeah, he asks if you can tell him more about your time sailing on the Starling.
I tell him about
He wants
all
to
of the not
particularly
Dreamworld stuff that happened on the Star River.
He particularly wants to know anything about the ship while it was sailing.
It
Those
got
seem to
broke
be the
by
details
druids.
that attacked, you say. He says, well, you still made it here. I guess you guys must have performed some maintenance on the Starling.
Mm-hmm. We tried to make it as good as new.
He asks who did the work.
This guy, I think.
Cormac will raise his hand.
He looks at you.
Wasn't really much handiwork other than having my god help me fix it?
He lifts his head in kind of like, kind of gesture. He says, "Oh, good thing you told me." He says, then I'm definitely going to have to make sure that the Starling gets a proper... But he is impressed that...
Cormac like nods and says, like, it should.
He kind of like indirectly thanks you for at least looking after the boat.
Okay.
But he does seem impressed that the Starling has weathered another attack. And he says, it's not the first time, but what I build lasts. So yeah, you go down to the shipyards with him, and Skywind's probably still there, resupplying in a port that she knows is safe and stocked with what. And the two of them have a little bit of a conversation. He still keeps things cordial, but he is reserved, just as reserved as he is with talking with you guys. But it seems like she's more used to that. And he spends some time there. He grabs some tools to survey and maintenance the boat a little himself. Not like actual work, but like taking measurements and writing things. And of course he tells her that the maintenance will be free of charge. That it's its own reward, looking after one of his own boats.
If I was chaotic good, I would kidnap him and stick him in the boat as it was leaving.
You guys want to help him?
Don't tempt me.
But you guys, he's happy here. He's doing what he loves.
Like,
No, he's not.
Is this happiness?
I mean, he enjoys working on boats. He has been like for the last 50 years, I think.
He is so depressed. It's
He's
not
going
even
gray.
funny.
He's not happy.
Well, hold
Like,
on.
he might be
just
happy,
because,
but
a gnome bleaches not because they're not happy. It's because they've
Not doing new
stopped
things.
finding it. Yeah, he's just solidifying.
He's settled.
Yeah, he's like hardcore settling. He has one hobby, and that's all he does. But yeah, he does what he wants with the boat, and thanks Skywind, and says if she's still in port over the next couple of days, that maybe he'll come by and see her again, oversee the maintenance.
Nice.
And he turns back to you guys, and he says, "So, well, about that back in the sceptered house. Sorry we got off to a slow start. And now make me that diplomacy, and you're gonna get a bonus for one of these things that you did do to get him
Ooh.
more onto your side."
Can you make an appointment with Miakli and
That's a good diplomacy. Let's see. I guess even with that, you would have made the DC without the bonus.
I rolled
The
a
last one
28
wouldn't have.
before if you want to take that roll.
No, I want this new roll because that was too premature, and the 28 wouldn't have worked without the reducing of the. We're in higher DC land
Yay.
because you guys are level 10.
Yeah.
We're heroes.
Suddenly we're in the 18s to 24s, or whatever.
More like the 30s.
Oh shit. That's like level 15 DCs, huh?
For skill checks.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's true.
For saves, we're probably in the 18s to 24s.
24s, yeah. That's about average.
No.
Things get more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
He tells you that as one of Mun's colleagues, he respects the man too much to invade on his privacy. And he tells you that he can't set up a meeting with, but he will tell you where he lives, so that you can go talk to him for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And he also tells you that he does live at that infirmary that was abandoned, that Mun has found it very easy to relocate all of his alchemical supplies to that place. It was kind of a natural fit for him. He does, however, sadly say that he says that it was inevitable that Mun had to take to sleeping behind the bars of the infirmary to keep the ignorant and upset out of his lab. The man is a genius, but his experiments, are sometimes a little off-putting, and there are a lot of other scholars that have shunned him, but he fits in right at home here with us in the night.
What sort of experiments does he do?
He tells you that he does have a lot of biological interests and experiments that he talking with people who volunteer themselves when they have some kind of malady or condition. And Ethan says that he does do neurosurgery. So yeah, he does. He is capable of working on people's brain.
Huh.
And he says, as such, he's a little eccentric. He has lots of. He has a few friends outside of the night. Doesn't talk about them much. I know he has some kind of friend or colleague who lives with him, but he's never really talked to us more about him except for when he refers to him or her as his anomalous.
Okay.
There is one thing, though, that strikes me a little odd about.
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, he takes the occasional volunteer and other people who seek him out for his alchemical remedies, but over the past year, he has had more visitors than usual. But the thing that gets me is I've never really seen them after they visit him. Almost like they were vanishing. I don't know. Maybe they just left by night. It's not my place to really speculate like that about a colleague. But yep, he tells you what he knows about Mun. Is there anything else you guys want to ask Ethan?
Not particularly.
I'll ask him if he's heard the good news.
Oh, Jesus. Kudu leaves.
He pulls out a watch and he looks at the time and he says, "Yeah, it's just about time for."
It's good news.
And he leaves you to your devices and he wishes you luck in speaking with. And that if you're in the if you're in the shipyard or in the business to contract a boat, then say hello. Okay. You all get 3,200 experience points.
Oh, okay. I will jot it down this time, now that I'm caught up.
Even though that you guys got the location of Mun's laboratory from a different source, you still had a conversation with Etham that ended amicably.
Okay, cool.
So that was like its own little encounter.
Talking to the depressed gnome? Yeah, it would be. We're gonna depress the shit out of you, so we're gonna give you XP to make you feel better.
Seriously, here's a big increase in dopamine. We were just decreasing it for the past half hour. Here's a dopamine boost. So I think we're gonna go off to the infirmary and try to not have our brains eaten.
Yep. And just in case you guys needed to reference anything that you guys talked about with, I've added him to your list of handouts or things that you guys can view.
Okay.
As players. All right. What do you guys want to do? Oh, Grim, I didn't know you were gone. Welcome back.
Yeah.
I think we're going to the infirmary.
Okay, you guys want to go to the infirmary? Alrighty. All 5 of you go there.
Alright.
Alright. The gales of the inner sea have taken their toll on this grim old pile, thick with the fetid odor that blows across Blackwood Swamp when the wind is high. A venerable building rises from a windowless ground floor to a high, steep gable several stories above. A single great iron door greets the visitors. A small and austere garden decays out front, surrounded by a rusting iron fence 6 feet high and pierced with a gateway. And perched upon the gate are a murder of crows.
Ugh.
Oh, look at the crows. Are any of them psychopomps?
I'm not sure as a catfolk if I'm supposed to be like cackling at them right now or not. Maybe like wiggling my tail.
What campaign are we? Why are there ominous birds here?
Now it's your turn.
Birds
Clearly
are
I'm gonna
pretty
be tortured.
ominous in general.
Yeah, this is what it's like.
Are any of them a psychopomp?
None of them look unusual to you.
Aw,
Well,
darn.
that's good news, right? No?
As you approach, they of course catch your they catch eye of you, and a few of them start cawing and crowing. And when one starts flapping its wings, the other ones start flapping their wings, and they all kind of like at the same time, whoosh, take off together in a storm of like noisy crow sound.
I yell at them in Garuda to go bother off.
And they just fly over you towards towards the ocean.
I wonder how much that sounds like crow.
Funny
Yeah.
that you mentioned psychopomps because I can, as a fifth level spell, I can summon them.
Yeah, there's a
Summon
couple
lesser
spells that do that.
psychopomps. Yeah. I saw that. I was like, what the hell are those things? And then you just mentioned them. So I
There's
looked.
many different psychopomps, but yeah.
One of them does look like a crow with a mask.
Yeah, one of the weaker ones, the Nasoys. You can take them as a familiar too.
That's cool. All right, moving on.
Yep. All right. So you guys see this tall building, and there's just like this thick ivy crawling all over it. Like it even breaks through the windows of what must be the attic high up above. It's like a 3-story building. It's tall.
Mm. Okay.
And the garden in front of it is like totally decayed and neglected. Like it hasn't seen any kind of tending or work or attention in what must be like multiple summers. And as is like most of the rest of the area, it's heavy with undergrowth, and the ground is kind of muddy because you're in a. And there's lots of like, they're all very weathered, but there's like these marble statues of swans and angels that have just like, cluttered the. Luckily, there is a definitive path that leads from the gate up to the main.
I am going to detect evil, and I am going to hold it.
Okay.
So now this guy can't be mad if I walk up to him, detecting evil. Unless there's like little glittery things coming out of my eye.
Well, I mean, you could always identify a spell in play.
Right, but I don't know. Maybe. There's no obvious effect for him, I think.
I mean, you're probably like waving your hands a little. There are somatic components.
For concentration?
I think you say because if you have it cast, it's already. I don't think you do. Right?
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
So then it would just depend on if
components
there's
for
something
concentrating.
like your eyes glow or something like that. I don't know. Obviously, if they have like a detect magic or something effect, then they'd be able to tell too. But
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm guessing you guys move up to the iron door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You pass by a dangling sign. The sign is on the iron door. It's a dangling sign that is held by a trio of smiling angels that reads, "Give succor to the and there's a great iron knocker that hangs at the door center. What do you guys do? How do you introduce yourselves? Or
I just wave.
at the door. Hello, door.
Hello, door.
Hello, computer.
Cormac will reach up
Do
and
they have a pee hole?
like grab the
peephole
knocker and
they
start
can
knocking.
Look through or anything?
You look at the door, but you don't see any kind of a peephole. So Cormac is you're gonna not ring the knocker.
Yep.
Okay, you lift it up, and you're pretty strong, so it doesn't take much. But yeah, it's a big thing, so it's got some weight to it. And you let it doom doom, and you guys wait a little bit. Luckily, it doesn't take that long. The iron door does open after a little bit, like almost a minute goes by. So maybe it is might be a little bit of a wait, but not too. And somebody answers the door. Let me go grab this. A man opens the.
A human, perhaps?
He
there's
looks
a
human.
token down there.
Okay.
See, looks like a fucking supervillain.
Oh, wait, where? Wait, we have a picture?
Right next to
Yeah,
your
Mad
token.
it really does.
Uh,
Does he detect
Oh,
as
okay.
evil?
let me zoom in. Oh! Oh yeah, he's like the Spider-Man scientist evil guy or whatever, maybe.
It looks like he has burn marks on his face.
Looks like Doc Ock.
Huh, alright.
Let's see. Looking for something specific here too. Where's the description? Okay. So yeah, you see a man with like graying, like white hair. He's wearing these big old spectacles, and yeah, the most noticeable thing about him is that like one side of his face does have like this weird scarring, like as if he had lost a significant amount of his like the side of his face and cheek. But he's like a lithe and pale looking man. And he says, "Can I help you?" Oh, and as for your detection, Mantis, you don't detect any.
Okay. I say, Yes, we hear that you might be able to help us go to a place we.
And he says, "You must be mistaken. I don't think there's anything I can help."
Does the name Hasserton Lowell not ring a bell?
He says, "No, I am aware of a man named Hazerton Lowells. He is not here, though, and I don't expect he will be."
Well, we will keep this brief. We are looking to go where he is, and we've heard that you helped him get to where he is right now. Can you help us?
He says, "Once again, you must be mistaken. I cannot help you find this man. Have a good day." And he just closes.
I want to sense that guy's motive. Does it seem like he's lying?
Yeah, you can roll me sense motives.
Before he like completely closes the door, Cormac like puts his foot in the way of the door, like where it would go. Like he does it like nonchalantly. He tries to like make it to where it's not noticeable that his foot's gonna be there.
Okay.
I guess I'll sleight of hand my foot and try to put my foot in.
As for your sense motive checks, you guys can actually believe what you want. It doesn't seem like he's lying to you or trying to deceive
He's lying to us.
Definitely notices my foot going into the door.
He tries to close the door and he looks down and he says, "Excuse me, sir, your foot is in the way."
Cormac will say, "We still would like to have some info if you give us the time. You might not be able to help us get to where he's at, but if you can give us any info, it would be much appreciated." And I'll roll the. As like these words like sound really like kind and stuff, but there's like a little bit of anger behind them too.
Corvac's like, I'm trying to get him, trying to get you on our side. He looks at you, Cormac, and he says, "Again, I'm afraid I can't tell you much about Hazerton Lowells. I do know that Mr. Munn knows Lowells, but he is very busy right now. Come by tomorrow when he is less busy."
Cormac will look at the others.
Shrug.
What is your name? I am Captain Dr. Sister Maria, champion of Arvington.
Okay, let's see. Your question was, what was his name?
Yeah, I introduced myself.
He tells you that you can call me Mun, sir. And once again, I am sorry I can't help. Please come again tomorrow. And he closes the door.
But he said Mund was... Wait, what?
Hmm?
Yeah, he did.
I don't sense motive on that.
Once again, you can believe what you want. It didn't. It's weird. Like his voice didn't seem like he was trying to like trick you. It came out as like, and you're like,
He said that Mund is very busy. Maybe
he said Mr. Munn is very busy.
Yeah, and he says that he is Mund.
He told you to call me Munn.
Apparently. So either he's very strange and refers to himself in the third person.
They did say he was eccentric, right?
Yeah.
Ethan did say, yeah, that he's eccentric, but he is a genius. Or at least he regards him as one.
Well, if nothing else, we can search around the place and maybe camp out to make sure he doesn't get away and come back. Like, just stay here and then show up tomorrow. Be like, we're back!
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So
Cormac's still like, what the
I'm gonna
hell?
search around the outside of this place to see if there's like a back door or something.
Okay. You guys can look around. So everybody looks around, and you all take your time with it. You don't just give it a cursory glance. You guys really, really try, since it's kind of, it may be out in the open, but it's so like, this place is just so off by itself. You don't see like another person or building anywhere close to where you. And you take down these notes about this. That all of the windows are shuttered windows.
Are they
They
closed?
all have iron shutters, and they are all closed. And this old infirmary is built of quite hefty stone blocks. So you're guessing that like, oh, the walls of this place must be thick. You probably also think that like the construction of this place must include not just stone, but probably also iron behind the. The windows, even though they're closed and they have iron shutters, they don't seem to have like any particular kind of they're not like barred or anything. You're just guessing they probably have like a latch or something on the other.
Mm-hmm.
The only part of the infirmary that seems to have any kind of other like opening to the outside is way up past the third story, where there are just parts and like windows that are been like broken into by this, all these plants that have just, you're guessing like over decades, have just creeped and entered the building, and no one's bothered to repair or.
So there's like no back door, there's only a front door.
Correct. There is no back door. This main entrance with the iron door. Oh, and you also take notice that the iron door that is the main entrance, This seems like a newer door than the rest of the building. Like this was put here sometime after the infirmary was constructed. But yeah, you don't see anything else like a back door. There's just this entrance. And then, like I said, the only other opening in this place is past the third story, where there are windows that have been broken into by the creeping.
Well, we can camp here for the night, I suppose, and make sure that he doesn't try and make an escape on us.
We know he's in there?
We don't. We know somebody's in there.
Yeah, you know somebody's in there.
Alright. Well.
All right, so I guess you guys are gonna camp out in front of the dude's house.
I mean, he didn't tell us we couldn't. He's eccentric,
didn't.
we're eccentric.
Okay. Would you guys like to set watches?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's doing a watch, and when? Which watch number?
Well, I have dark vision, so I'll do one of the watches the middle of the night.
It doesn't really matter to me, but Drench will be with me, so I can watch alone if I need to.
Okay.
I'll take the early morning watch.
Wait, my familiar can use my skill ranks, right? Yeah, okay. That's it.
Yes, he uses your skill ranks if they're higher.
Alright, he got 21, I got 22.
Okie dokie. See, Cormac, Sister Maria, Kudu.
Well, he used your ranks, but not your modifiers.
Right.
So, but yeah, usually the numbers are pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
I've prepared myself to run Jane.
Oh.
I've looked over his character sheet and I was like, all right, I can do it. You guys might have to be careful with her, though. Because she is still level 6.
Wait, Jane's coming with?
Yeah, she has been this whole time.
We can't just get rid of her.
Yeah, you can't just get rid of her. She came here because you guys were all a team and were looking to hunt down Lowell's. It's just she wasn't a part of your dream quest.
I mean, sure we can get rid of her.
Hey?
We can do the CE thing and coup de grace her in her sleep. And be like, it was Mun. I saw him.
Kudu's not gonna let that happen. No.
Hey, no more Jane.
All right, so who's doing first watch?
I mean, you might as well just send her to the dream world by herself if you're gonna kill her. Jesus. Just. Good luck, honey. Go find yourself.
Good luck, honey.
Well, she can't get there by herself. She definitely can't do the ritual by herself.
Can you do the ritual and then choose not to go, but still send to other people?
I suppose you could.
Huh.
You just have to walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
So who do we have on first watch?
I'll
now
go
that
first,
I have all your perceptions.
Since I
Okay,
rolled
Kudu
first,
and
I guess.
Drench.
Yeah.
Who will be second, and who'll be...
I'll be third. If
Okay.
Sister and Finger want
Cormac
to take
and
second.
Jane do third. The divine casters.
That
Well,
sounds
she's
good.
not really a caster. She just has a gun. And then we'll say Sister Maria and Fingram do the second one.
You're just tempting me, Matt, to take leadership.
I might be.
You can take Captain Dr. Sister Maria as your cohort.
Oh.
I think I'd have to get higher level. I don't know if my guy's that warmed to Sister Maria.
You have charisma too, though, right? Because for your channels.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my next thing. I want to work up on getting a little bit higher. I have a 14 charisma. Kind of want to get a little bit higher.
Please no Hounds of Tindalos.
Well, what gives you that idea?
Absolutely no meta knowledge, such as the cover of the book.
That's weird. Where the hell is this thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, well, I have that in mind now. Okay. None of your watches go into. It is a long time that you guys wait and camp out.
Well, at least I get my rest.
Yeah, it's probably not the best of rests though, because the whatever you guys set up, like your beds or cots or whatever, the ground is not.
Yeah.
And sleeping outside instead of an inn is like yeah.
Yeah. Well, drenched,
But
don't mind. Not at all.
you wake yourselves, and do you guys go back to the entrance of the infirmary?
Yep. It there were there instructions like something about the tree?
Something about the what?
Trees.
The trees.
I thought there were like instructions for like satiate the trees or something.
Hmm.
Did I just hear wrong?
I'm not sure what it is you're talking about that I told you. I did give you access to what Etham told you.
Yeah, he told us that there's a strange assistant. And
That's probably the guy that we just ran into.
or it's Mun himself. I'm partial to just like knocking this door down.
Like, what do we want out of this guy?
He supposedly knows how to get to Kadir and set up a route for Hasserton Lulls to get there.
Okay. And we asked him if he knew Hazerton Lulls, but did we like say, can you help us get to Gadir?
In so many words, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
We
Do we really need to
we're
knock
looking
down doors for
for
something like
Lulls.
that?
Maybe.
I'm just like, I don't know. Surely there's another way.
Does it say an abnormous friend?
Anomalous.
Anomalous. The hell does that mean?
Anomalous is
Unnamed.
as in like unnamed, ambiguous, unusual, foreign,
Okay.
not specific or specified, unknown.
All right. Obviously, I didn't have high SAT scores.
I mean that doesn't. That
I
doesn't
didn't
mean-
even take an SAT. So, all right. I mean, breaking down door option, but I know that we like already spoke to one person about this guy who told us that he's eccentric, but maybe we should ask around town and see if we can get more info about this guy and like what he likes and what he appreciates and how you might get him to talk to you.
Well, the other thing we can do is be like, we want to volunteer for your experimental surgery.
Or we could tell him that we're in a sailing asylum and have mental problems. If he can help us, it would be appreciated.
We can do the Chewy Gambit where I am the person with the mental problem.
I mean, this is not a bad idea.
I bet you could be pretty convincing at that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need.
blah, blah, blah,
He
blah,
doesn't
so
need to be convincing. It is true.
Yeah, we just. It's like someone in the party's just like, we'll just act like we're trying to commit you to the insane asylum, Sister Maria, and then Sister Maria will be like, oh, what do I need to do to convince them that I'm insane? Or like, don't worry about it. Just be yourself.
You can also say that that Ethan said that we should come talk to him. That we've talked to Ethan, his colleague, and Ethan said that we could come talk to him.
Good.
I am ditching daylight for another spell. So I suppose I will go and I will knock on the door again.
Okay, you go to the door, you take the iron knocker and you knock a couple of times, and in about as much time as it took before, the door opens, and you see this man open the and he says, "Hello there. What can I do for you?"
Hello, we made an appointment yesterday with Miacne and Mund. Is he available today?
And he says, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Mr. Munn is very busy. Please come again."
Well, I have a pressing matter. You see, my friends here are very convinced that I am clinically insane, and they would very much like the expertise
Why
of
is he
Mr.
telling him
Bunn's
this?
experimental treatments.
Kudu says, yeah, see? Insane. Like, he's clearly talking for us. What the heck, man?
He says, I'm very sorry to hear that, sir. If you like, I could leave your name when he is available.
When will
When
he be
will
available?
he be available?
He says, it would be best if you came back tomorrow.
You said that yesterday.
Alright, I think you guys should do something like detect magic.
Sister Maria, you're sensing
Something's weird's
something,
going
but
on.
it's not something that you would have picked up on just meeting this person for the first. But it almost sounds like these responses are
It's an answering machine.
out of character. It almost sounds like these responses are robotic or automated.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to open the door and say, I would like to see Mr. Mund right now. I am going to let myself in. Thank you very much.
Well, he holds up his hand
Oh.
to give you pause, and he says, "Today isn't really a good time. I must insist that you come back tomorrow. That would be better."
And I am going to try to, walk through him / bull rush.
Yeah, Cormac will help.
Okay. Give me. I'm gonna give you a surprise round. Give me a. Ooh, a 33. That's really good. You managed to push him back, but for a dude who this thin, he when you pushed him, he felt surprisingly resilient. And I'm gonna put you guys on a map here.
Oh boy.
Oh, sister, there goes your chance of not dying this campaign. There's a map now.
Hey, he promised me I wouldn't die this session.
You didn't say
That
anything
doesn't
about
mean
Jane,
that
though.
I can't be abducted by Filipino vampires and strapped to a bed, ready to be changed into organs with a head.
Yeah, those creatures were pretty crazy in the first book.
That was the second book.
The second book, yeah, that's right. Always forget the
All
asylum
right, I
was
think
the
I've
first
got
book.
everything working here. I'll make sure my dynamic lighting game is on point.
I figured out a way to walk Jane off. My guy takes leadership and he tells her to go back to Thrushmore.
Why would you do that?
I mean, I could just scare her away.
Okay. Tell me what it is that you guys can see.
Oh, okay. I can see a room and some fog of war,
Okay. And can you
like
see this?
outlines of rooms.
I cannot see anything in there, but I can see the room.
Same
In the
here.
sense, like, there's a fog of war effect on it, but I can see it.
Okay, then that looks like it's working. And Sister Maria, you can see the sky?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you push this dude, and he kind of staggers back against the wall. And he looks back to you with like a very cordial and polite smile, but he does raise his hands into fists, and he says, "I'm sorry, sir, but I'm going to have to make you leave, and I need everybody to roll me initiatives."
Are there squares to our right, or are we in like an alley and that's a building or something?
There are squares to your right, but
Okay.
this map is unfortunately very small.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try not to flee in that direction.
So if you want to move in that direction, you can. I can't really move you, but I'll make
yeah.
put a note there that says like you're this many squares to the right.
I can use my ability for initiatives. I'm gonna give it to Sister Maria. So, Sister, you can roll twice.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
Should have used it on myself.
That's permanent. Okay, so.
Yep, you should have.
Why does that say my initiative's higher?
It's all good. There's not that many initiatives, so I figured you're in the room with them, give you the best chance of going first.
I gotta adjust my health on the token. Alright.
Okay, thanks everybody. Then first up is Kudu. What do you do?
So he just said words. He didn't actually do anything hostile, did he?
He put up.
He
his
hasn't
fist.
done anything hostile,
I'm
but
gonna have to
he has
make you
put up his
leave.
fist. And
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna step back a little bit so that I can see more into the room, and cast Slick underneath him.
Okay. I'm gonna put you over here for right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Okay. And DC 15.
He does not fail, and he does not slip on the floor.
Dearn.
So let's see. Do you want to draw your little ice stick, or should I put it?
Oh. Yeah, I can draw it.
Okay. Perfect. Okie dokie. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Sister Maria, what do? You've got more than a foot into the door, and
Move up to him, and I'm full round because Fuck him.
Oh my goodness, so violent. You're breaking and entering.
Sister's not dealing with shenanigans.
Last time we were breaking and entering, there were undead everywhere. It's fine.
And
This
barbarians.
guy doesn't believe in
Cultists.
Jesus anyway. He's a
It's
blasphemer.
probably just a
It's
construct.
okay.
Or a whatever.
Yeah. So let's see. We're going to full round, and we are going to try and intimidate him if we hit on any of our first attacks. The last attack does not hit unless we intimidate him. And ignore Bane damage. I'm guessing I do not hit.
Well, he's flat-footed, so let me see. Oof, yeah, neither that 20 or that 19 hit is flat-footed.
Is there knowledge I can do on this guy?
Give me a perception. Or actually, no, hold on. Sorry. No, there isn't a knowledge I can give you at the moment.
Okay.
He looks human, though.
Okay. Well, I already sort of declared that I was going to use my immediate action. So I am not going to do anything with that. Perhaps his head will spin or something.
Oh my.
Let me just set spells. I do not have Shield of Faith on, and my armor is the Mithril Steel Shield. Okay, good. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Then it will be Jane's. Jane's like, oh no. She's like, sister, don't just start hurting him. But she prepares for the worst, and she's gonna load a round into her gun. She'll kind of be over here with Kudu, be able to kind of look in, but at a
I did declare to him that I'm clinically insane.
Yes, you did. But all right, he looks at you, and he's gonna try and hit you 2 times. He takes two good shots with his fist. Actually, hold on. He's not just gonna try and throw his fist at you. He's gonna take a move action to do something else. I just need to make sure I know what the DC on this is. Because this is something that I don't think any of us have really done very much.
Done what?
Okay, 10 plus base attack bonus plus wisdom modifier. Okay, Sister Maria, what is your wisdom modifier? And what is your BAB?
My
Oh,
wisdom
curious
modifier is 0, and my BAB is 7.
Okay, you have points in sense motive, right?
I do.
What is your sense motive bonus?
My sense motive bonus is plus 20.
Plus 20, okay. That's significant. So let me roll this. Okay, so does a 31 beat 10 plus your sense motive bonus?
A 31, yes.
Okay.
By 2.
He comes to throw a punch at you, but it's a feint. And
Okay.
you let down your guard trying to defend against it. And then as a standard, he's going to throw one punch at you. And you are flat-footed against this.
Okay. My AC gets reduced by 1.
But he gets to do sneak attack damage
Yep.
if he hits.
He does hit.
So he kind of gets like a cheap shot on you, on your side. And he says to you, I don't want to hurt you, but I might have to make you understand that it's better to leave than to stay here.
Why?
Finger him.
He's not holding anything. He's just like punching, basically.
Yeah.
I'm going to 5-foot step through the door, and I'm going to cast. I'm going to activate my beard and cast Chill Touch. Which might not do anything. We'll see.
Okay.
So Chill Touch with beard as my only weapon, so I get to... This will be verse touch AC, because I'm just using it to deliver a touch attack. I'm not doing
31 touches.
Touch. All right. So it depends on. So it's gonna do. I'm assuming it's not an undead. So 1d6 points of negative energy damage, which might not even affect it, and so 1, and then also a Fortitude save, DC 18, to or take 1 strength damage if you don't make the save.
You touch him with your beard, but it seems like none of this necromancy affects him.
Okay.
So science has been done.
Science has happened. That's my turn.
Yeah, which is weird because you know that anything that is living or dead would have some effect from your necromantic. Cormac.
Cormac's gonna cast a spell out here, and he's gonna move in. He's gonna cast Hold Person while outside, and then he's gonna move in.
So you're casting it on him.
You're moving inside, though?
My mouse kind of glitched. It slid my character all the way down. Yeah, we're gonna cast it on him.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna work.
You cast the spell, and you see that it doesn't have any effect on him.
Okay.
We know he's not a person. It's alright, though. It means I don't feel bad about killing him.
But what if he's something else? What if he still thinks and feels?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I don't really care.
Rough. Does he look pretty healthy? Like they haven't really hurt him?
Like that's relative because, like I said, this guy has a lot of this unusual scarring. Like he has like these
Sort of
wounds that just won't heal or something. But as far as like his stamina, like it seems like he's got a lot of peps. None of you guys have actually heard him.
I'm gonna start summoning.
Ooh, summoning kudu.
Yes.
All right, should I get something ready?
A water elemental.
Okie dokie. A bigger drench.
A bigger drench.
All right, Sister Maria.
Is that water gone now then? The puddle?
Yeah, the ice is gone.
Okay, I'll delete it.
Can I make a knowledge? He seems to be sort of robotic, and I know what spell Fingrim cast, and it seemed to have no effect.
Give me a knowledge arcana.
Okay.
Okay, 31. Okay. I'll give you this kind of information. You think that this is some kind of this it has to be something unliving, like a construct.
Okay.
You're not
that's what I'm
sure
going
what kind of construct he is? You think maybe something like a simulacrum?
Well,
But
fifth-
you're not sure because simulacrums are very robotic. They only do what they're told, but some of his speech patterns, while they have those automated parts in them, it almost seems like he does put in like other parts that are kind of on
Like,
the spot.
he was sounding genuine, I
responsive.
guess.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd also just be that maybe he's programmed to be polite.
right. So
You think
I
you're
am
going to need magic to actually hurt him? Magic as in magic, on your weapon.
Right.
You don't think he has any other outstanding resistances?
Construct Bane, the Bible.
Okay.
And I'm going to 5-foot step here. And I'm going to full attack him.
All right, the 21 misses, and the 27 also misses.
Oh my goodness.
He is being oddly defensive with the way he as if he has some combat expertise.
A well-made construct.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Jane's gonna ready an action to shoot him if he attacks you guys again, and she says in like as polite a voice as she can, she says, "Sir, please, we really just want to talk. There's no reason that we have to fight and hurt each other over this. Just don't make me shoot you."
It's not a real person, Jane. It's okay.
Alright, let's see him.
He is going to try and feint to you.
Okie dokie.
Could be worse.
You said a 31 worked last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a 35.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So he's going to make another attack on you with combat expertise. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
double clicked. Just take the top one. Okay, he does some damage, and yeah, he kind of hurts a little bit. And he says, I'm truly sorry, but it really is the best decision if you leave, sirs. I have no other option.
He's programmed to attack us. Maybe we can
So then,
incapacitate him, just not.
Jane's gonna take that shot. She's gonna fire her boomstick. Boom. And she misses him. He dodges it, misses his touch. And she's suddenly kind of surprised that he does. Like, wow, is my aim off or something? Fingrim.
I'm going to. You said it was Knowledge Arcana for this.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try rolling.
Constructs.
I'm gonna try rolling that as well first.
Yeah, you also think that he's some kind of construct. Which kind, you're not sure. But you know
Okay.
that magic is needed to get past his DR, and he doesn't have any other outstanding resistances or immunities other than it seems to be he's a construct. So no necromancy or mind affecting or fortitude saves.
So probably just gonna go with good old shocking grasp. I don't have my sword out, but I do have my gauntlet on, so I'll just enhance that with a +3 enhancement bonus. Well, actually, yeah. Do I want to do that actually as a swift action? Because I might have a different swift action I want to do. No, I think that's fine. I'm gonna use a swift action to enhance it. So I'm gonna enhance my gauntlet to be a +3 gauntlet, and spell combat, cast shocking grasp, 5-foot step, and start off with the free attack on this thing.
Okay.
So, this also has if he's made out of metal, he gets a +3 bonus, but I'm assuming he isn't, or if he's wearing metal.
Doesn't look like he's wearing any metal.
Okay.
And we'll find out if he's made of metal.
Actually, this is only +10 because I spell combat. Okay, so first attack. Probably a miss.
Yes.
Next attack, also miss. My rolls are like continuing the trend that's been for several sessions now. It's a good roll, but it's probably not going to hit because of bonus being too low.
Yep, it's a miss.
And then I'll do my beard attack as well because why not?
Miss.
Nope, I hit with that one.
Oh, a natural 20. That hits. Roll it again.
All right.
Oh, the 27 does not hit.
Doesn't confirm. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So this is a D3 +4 for the beard attack, which counts as magic because of the Amulet of Mighty Fists. And then 5d6 electrical damage. So 7 physical, the rest is all electrical damage.
Okay. It deals damage, it's effective, and it shocks him. It looks like all that damage was effective. You've got damage on the board.
Alright.
Cormac.
Cormac's gonna 5-foot up and he's gonna full round him. He's also, as a swift action, he's gonna channel force into his weapon, and he's gonna use his destructive smite ability as well.
Okay. Ouch. Those are both missed.
That's his turn.
All right. Kudu. Where do you summon your thing, and how big?
It's just medium.
Medium size.
And I'm gonna put it like between him and the door. Next to Fingrim.
Wait, which door?
The north door.
Oh, okay.
Flanking with sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's good for
Right
Sister
here.
Maria. I was actually gonna move there next round and
Oh.
Okay.
as myself, but that's fine.
I'm gonna take it.
Go ahead and make the attack.
Alright, it's going to try to grapple. And since it's not on water, I'm adding like all its penalties and stuff. But yeah, he's gonna try to grapple. Oh,
Does that
Ooh,
provoke,
ouch.
or does he have improved grapple?
it might provoke. It's a summon. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I do burn myself to make it sentient, which means it's gonna last for 10 rounds.
Okay. So if it provokes, then he will try to hit.
Okay.
Takes this attack.
Oof.
So there's no precision damage there, but
Right.
actually I think because it's an elemental, I don't think he can critical.
He can't crit it, no. So it's just 12 damage.
So 12 damage and whatever DR it has.
Yeah. Okay. And then Kudu's going to... I'm not gonna power up. I'm just gonna send a blast at it. She kind of feels awkward about all of this.
Jane does too. Ooh.
Oh, rough.
Oh, it doesn't confirm, but you hit him. Do the damage. All right. Some more damage. Sister Maria.
Oh, Drench is gonna get closer to Kudu also.
Oh, okay. He moves and he watches.
Yeah.
Assuming this guy can be flanked, I have my flank modifier in my attack rolls. I'm
Okay.
attacking twice. And I will try to intimidate him. If I hit.
The 32 hits.
I am attempting to intimidate.
I'll turn you into splintered pieces.
Your intimidate is strong, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like he is affected by your word.
Right.
Like he's immune to any
okay.
kind of mind affecting effect. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Jane is gonna reload her gun and try to take another shot. She's like, all right, I got you this time. And the 24 touches. But her gun is not magical, so the bullet just bounces off of
Darn.
She looks at the gun and says, seriously?
That's like the like gonna be the running joke for this campaign is Jane's gun just not being useful at all, like ever.
All right. So on this guy's turn. So you hit you electrocute him and you shoot freezing water at him, and this book smacks him real hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys finally see something very telling. That after all this damage, part of this guy's skin like just peels back from like being electrocuted and frozen and hit so hard. And you see that there is nothing underneath that skin, almost like he's hollow.
Okay.
And you are all gonna have to make me a will save as he begins to. He takes on this like this palpable aura
Of what?
a palpable aura of dread.
Okay. I think tribe mentality is going to apply to this,
So give me will saves.
but I rolled a 20.
This is a mind affecting fear effect.
That affects elementals, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're immune to mind affecting.
Okay, I may or may not re-roll for Kudu. Oh right, do I have bonus? It's not an aberration, so okay, and then Drench. What is Drench at?
That's right. Number's wrong because my cloak got improved.
And then the Elementor, what is it at? A 1. Oh, the poor thing. Okay, so in order, it's me, Drench, and
That was the bonus on Ron's Eidolon. I felt kind of bad
I'm
that
gonna
I
keep that 21.
kept confusing it over and over again on last night's session.
Okay, so which one is the 3?
That's the elemental summon.
Okay, so I think Drench and you are okay, just the elemental. Okay, so anybody who rolled a 19 or higher is shaken for 1 round. If you rolled below a 19, then you are shaken for a minute.
Okay.
Oh.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah. However, after this aura of dread comes out, that skin that started peeling away and flapping around, it molds itself back onto his like hollow body, and there's like this weird bulging where like he's starting to look a little more muscular. And he says, oh dear, I tried to make you leave, but oh, I'm sorry about this. But that is his turn for right now. He seems more he seems more muscular and Fingram.
I wish I had another copy of Shocking Grass Spread about now, but I only had one prepared. I do have a Pearl of Power, but it's not going to help much right here. And unfortunately, I can't do my original plan, which was Sense Vitals, because I can't actually flank with anyone. So that's unfortunate too. So I think I'm just going to use Elemental Touch. For I think he's immune. He's probably immune to staggered, fatigued, and whatnot. So and sickened. So probably best to just do fire damage. Well, yeah, we'll just do shocking or elemental touch to for fire damage, so I can potentially set him on fire. And I'm gonna do this as spell combat, and I think I auto pass for a level 2 spell. I auto pass the concentration check, but let me double check. Maybe not because of. No, I do. I definitely do. Okay, and then we'll start off. I'm going to use a swift action to activate my new ability, Arcane Accuracy, as well. to give me plus my intelligence bonus to attack rolls for 1 round. So hopefully that'll actually let me hit. So here's my free attack. Probably not a hit.
Ouch. 23, no.
First iterative, probably not a hit. Alright, well, I can see how this is going.
24? Let me see. That actually does hit.
Okay.
Because he didn't use combat expertise this round.
Right. I forgot about that. He was using combat expertise before. Okay, so gauntlet is plus I'm using my enhanced gauntlet, so it's D3 plus 5 plus only a D6. Fire damage. Whoops. Access is denied. What? Error access is denied. Okay, I've never seen that before. I'm gonna refresh the page and see what happens. I think I broke my roll 20 again somehow. You can have him roll a reflex save while I'm reloading for the to avoid catching on fire from elemental touch.
Okay.
I think the
16.
Okay, he made the save. DC 17. Wait, no, he failed the save.
He
sorry.
fails.
Yeah, he fails it. I'm all confused. All right, let me retype it out. Right. So he's ignited and he takes only 1 fire damage from the fire damage there, and then 8 physical damage, which is counting as magical because it's my gauntlet. And then I have, that was only my first iterative, so I actually have 1 plus 9, so that misses. And then I got prehensile hair. That
27 hits.
And he's already ignited, so you don't have to worry about the reflex save.
Okay. And you know all of that damage went through, but his like suddenly bulging muscles they look like they're absorbing the
Oh my. And that's not normal, is it?
Like he
He
has
doesn't
like
look any
10
less healthy. Right.
like he has 10 hit points or something. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, all right.
Like a significant amount of it.
Do I want to move like 5-foot step anywhere? No, I think I'm okay where I am.
All right, Cormac.
Cormac does the same thing as last round. He full rounds him Destructive Smite as well.
All right. Let's see them numbers. Ooh. Oh man, you were serious. Unfortunately, that doesn't confirm, but you do hit him twice and real good.
Sweet.
So same with you, like the first hit, like his weird physique absorbs some of the damage, but only so much. And then your second hit, wham, hits him too. And it looks like he's on his last legs, like he is critically. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Could
We're going to. Well, the elemental's going to provoke, and it's going to try to trip him.
Okay.
And he feels.
Yeah, it doesn't. He'll try to punch.
And then Kudu will send an attack. Or wait, no. Kudu doesn't attack. I'm sorry. I take that back. Kudu sends a cure. That same number, or no, not that number. That's the attack number. Sends a cure off to Sister. Drench delivers it.
Oh, sorry, just take that first one. So 37 to hit and 13 damage.
So Drench moves in and then cures Sister.
Okay. Sister Maria.
Well, we're full attack. We're gonna turn power attack off because I don't want to be hit by this guy again. Apparently, he's looking strong, and he's apparently on his last limb.
Forgetting I can use power attack. I have the fucking weapon mastery. I keep forgetting that I have a bonus suite that I can use.
A 42. That's a pretty good number. All right. You deal that damage to him. And when you hit him with that first attack, you don't send him unconscious. You break the damaged body, and his arm or whatever, wherever you hit him, just like goes flying. And yeah, you see that there's no blood, no gore, no viscera. There's nothing inside of him. You can see right into that like shoulder socket, and he's hollow from the inside, and he completely hollow on the inside. And he kind of stutters and looks at you with a bit of a sorry brow, and he says, "I'm truly sorry. I couldn't be of help, sir." And he falls to the ground, and this body quickly decays and dissolves until there's nothing there but clothes.
Oh, jeez.
Well, all right then.
All right.
Pull out my Pearl of Power +1 and get my Shocking Grasp back in case I need it.
What do you guys do?
It detects magic in the room and on his clothes.
All right, you cast Detect Magic, and you do not detect any kind of magic on the clothes that was left behind by.
And no magic in the room.
You look around this room. So this door is so beyond the iron door. This area that you were fighting in, it looks like a relatively cozy chamber. There's a carved wooden coat rack topped with these really big, kind of disturbing looking stuffed mosquito things.
Okay.
Those of you might recognize them as sturges. Among which on this coat rack hang several fine garments that suggests their wearer is a gentleman of some standing. You see numerous fancy bottles, strange alchemical objects, and a hefty cudgel sit on recessed shelves. And directly opposite the door, where this guy was standing and kind of where Sister Maria is a portrait of a thin man, somewhere you think in his 50s, with neat blonde hair and immaculate attire. And there's a chemical kind of scent that fills the air. More so, actually, when this thing died. Kind of have like that ethanol smell for a moment. But yeah, you continue to take your sweep with the tech magic, and you do pick up one, or do you narrow it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're narrowing it to, you think it's coming from one of these coats, but it's not actually the coat. You look around, and it seems like it's something in one of the pockets. Do you?
I'd like to detect the, like, what kind I'd
Of
like
aura?
to knowledge the score.
Okay, go ahead and give me knowledge arcana.
Oh, that's two higher because
Okay,
I am not.
you think this is a faint illusion, or
I am going to try to find the item
Okay.
that is making aura.
you check this coat, and the coat looks relatively brand new, and it's made of like very heavy cloth. But you reach into the pockets, and you pull out a silver stoppered potion vial.
Oh.
It's going to be a fucking potion of vanish.
You give me a spellcraft if you want to taste test it. You're pretty sure this is a potion of invisibility.
Not quite as bad.
Yeah, what do you guys do? Jane comes inside and says, "Whoa, he wasn't really a person, was he?"
I told
No,
you
I
he wasn't.
thought we told you that.
She says, "I'm sorry, just seemed like, for a couple months, things almost seemed to be normal." I kind of want to forget that we were in this haunted asylum.
We could do that for you.
She just gives you a weird look.
Hmm.
So you said your elemental was around for 10 rounds?
Yeah. It'll
Okay,
probably.
does
10
he
minutes
kinda do
or 10
anything?
rounds?
It's just rounds.
Okay, so 1
Alright.
minute.
He's gonna vanish then soon.
Yeah.
Boop.
Thanks for hanging out, whoever you were, Mr. Elemental.
Bye, Bubba.
What do you guys do?
I guess I'm gonna check the doors. See if they're trapped. Or locked.
Yeah, I'll perception or make sure maybe I hear things or not. I gotta take off this shaken though. Damn, Kudu's perception's freaking good.
Alright, well, you check this bottom door and it doesn't seem to be locked. It is a good perception roll. And I will be right back.
Alright. Did it get quiet all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Okay.
That went BRB.
Okay, sometimes I have to check because my headphones, I don't know why, but sometimes they're just like, eh,
Alright, I'm back.
I'm not gonna work anymore.
Okay, so you guys check the door and it is not locked.
Alright, and don't hear any weird noises behind it.
Nope, it sounds quiet.
Well, I'll mention it's quiet.
Can I get another heal?
Yeah, I'll burn a third level spell to heal you.
What are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll a cure spell. Just give me a sec.
Freaking the game just glitched on me, and I can see the whole map now.
You see the whole map.
That is
Yeah.
more than I needed because
Can you
rolled
reload?
Sure. The old roll 20 special.
What was that, Grim?
Oh, I cured sister.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about doing it, but I'm like one of those people where I don't feel like we need to top each other off. It's like, you can go into battle with the little wounds. You're fine.
What are you able to see now,
I
Pluto?
was down 20 HP though.
I mean,
You're
I could
fine.
I could just see the whole map. There's fog of war, but I can see it mapped everything. And actually, sometimes my fog of war randomly blinks away. Although I don't see anything when that blinks away. So if you have any tokens on there, they're still hidden. I think it's just a visual glitch or something. I don't know.
I'm opening this door.
I'm gonna disable Advanced Fog of War and then re-enable it. See if that fixes it. Did it do anything?
Roll 20 stopped responding, so probably it did something. Oh man, bless roll 20 is hard. It's trying so hard.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll just go with it. I guess I just won't use any of my. I'll keep I'll keep quiet about it. I guess about the fact that I can see the map.
Hmm.
It's very weird. I can't think of any reason why I would do that either.
Did it to me a long time ago at the asylum as well, but other than that, like it was there for a second and then it was gone. It was like it. Like,
Okay, so what do you guys do at the door?
I opened the bottom door.
Okay. You open it. Alright, so this side room seems to contain a small library, and a number of old maps are framed and hanging upon the walls. You see two comfortable leather captain's chairs are drawn up to a curious table made from a small preserved owlbear. A decanter, half full of red liquid, and a leather case lie on the bizarre table.
I'll detect magic in here.
You begin your magical sweep, and you do detect the presence of magic in here. Do you focus it?
Cormac will move in.
Okay. You're pinpointing it at this map, but it doesn't seem like it is the map. It seems like there's something, like, there has to be something, because you're detecting magic, like, almost right on this map, but you know it's not the map. It might be behind it. You're detecting moderate conjuration.
Okay, I
Cormac, I see
suppose
you're
I
looking around.
will try to take a closer look. Most traps are evocation, right?
Not
Like
necessarily.
most glyphs.
No.
So
Right.
Cormac, you
That's
look
right.
around and you're seeing there's a number of assorted valuables here, particularly like these two maps. You're seeing, you think one is of one looks like it's of and the other one is Osirian, and it is labeled on the maps that that's what that's what they are.
Oh yeah.
You think that this like weird owl bear like table is somewhat, and the decanter looks really nice too. Looks like it's full of some kind of red wine.
Mm. You might take the decanter.
And if you look, you see the leather case, and you kind of peer inside of it. You see that inside are 7 crystal goblets. It's like a set, like a nice drinking set. Okay.
All right.
Sister Maria, what are you doing?
I'm checking to see what the magical thingamathing is.
All right, and how are you doing that?
I suppose I'm lifting up the map.
Okay. You take the map off of the wall, and you look at it, and it does seem a very nice map. And then you kind of turn it around and stuff in your hand. And you find pasted on the back
Oh.
is a
Okay, I'll read magic it.
it is a scroll of raised dead.
Okay. Raise Dead is the bring back to life if we die spell. With
Yep,
two
it brings
negative
back
levels.
somebody to life.
So I am going to look around in here, and I am going to look around for anything related to Caddy.
Okay. You look around, and I guess other people also look around if you want to. But there isn't anything that seems like it stands out as something from.
I'm going to put the map back down
Okay.
because I suppose I do want to enlist this guy's help, and we will loot the place if we end up fighting him. And I will also put the potion of invisibility back in his coat pocket.
Okay. Interesting. It's kind of like, all right, I have to pull back on the looting impulses. You know who would have looted it? Elias.
Yeah, well, I don't know that.
Maybe you felt an urge that you hadn't felt before. Maybe you had to consciously tell yourself, no, I don't want to steal everything right now. But yeah, Cormac, it seems like you've looked pretty well through here. Nothing else stood out to you. What do you?
He just walks back out. You see his sister like look at the map, look behind it, and he's like, "Okay, whatever," and then just like walks out. He'll ask him what he found.
Next door.
He knows
Does
what.
it seem to be trapped or locked?
This one does not seem to be. You don't detect any kind of trap, and it doesn't look like it's locked.
I'll try and open this door.
Okay. Then you do. Boop. Jane's over here.
Are there any doors in that room, or is that just...
In the room that Sister Maria and Cormac are
Oh,
in?
they're there. Okay.
Yeah, there's
My token
there's
wasn't
door here.
showing anything, so there we go.
I'm gonna look around this room. It looks to be like a hallway of sorts.
I'll come in.
Okay, so... Alright, Jane will follow. What about you, Fingram? I'm gonna put him right here. There's Fingram. Okay, so this large room has an odd opening in the center of the floor, though a series of worn handrails prevents careless falls to the ground below. This chamber is filled with books and intriguing objects of a medical nature. What do you guys check out?
I look down the railing, or down the hole over the railing.
Okay. You look down, Fingram, and the bottom floor here, you see this big wooden table, but after you kind of like look at it for a minute, you don't think it's a table. You think it's like some kind of operating board, or it's just made of wood though.
Huh.
And like the stone, there's like cold, different like looking stone floor down there.
So it's like this place.
But yeah, you think you're looking down into an operating.
Okay.
One of those macabre like doctors like looking down on someone performing a surgery.
One of the one of the first one of the first things in this museum is an ice pick lobotomy.
But yeah, there's lots of books lining this room shelf. Worn books too, like they've had a lot of use.
Sorry, I had to walk away a moment. I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Do all of these books seem to be of medical sorts?
Oh, you start looking at them, or you guys start looking at them, and it seems like, yeah, a lot of them are medical books, but you do find like a good handful, like a certain section of them, are about alchemical experiments and the creation of constructs, particularly the kind that involve flesh and bone.
Okay.
And
Well,
from what you saw and encountered with that thing that you fought in the vestibule, you think that construct was made out of actual flesh.
Ooh.
That a good portion of someone's body or flesh was used to create.
Interesting. I guess I'm going to go over here and check out this door.
Okay. There's also a straw-lined crate, and you can see into it. It's not like one of those like fully boarded up wooden crates. You can kind of see into it, and there's wine in there. And there's also a label that says product of Taldor on it. And it looks like the crate contains 11 bottles of the same vintage that you saw on the decanter in the other room. There's also another nearby wooden case, but that one is nailed shut. There's also this shelf where you see this glass bowl with there's water in there, but also you can see swimming around or some kind of creature. Looks like little like leeches. And there's like a pair of tongs by it. There's a purse that seems to have been made out of a kudu. You might take a double take on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You see this purse, but it's been made out of a taxidermied.
I'm sorry, you cut out a taxidermied what?
A taxidermied cat.
That's wrong. That's sick and wrong.
But yeah, okay, that looks like that's about what you guys see in this room.
I mean, how would people feel if I ran around with a purse made of human?
Of human.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
Jane's.
It wouldn't be human. It would be like.
No, I'll make sure there's a human face on it so that everybody knows it's human.
It's human. Jane's with you there. She's like, that's just creepy.
Of, like feral human.
Feral human. I caught it out in the wild.
Of a monkey.
It didn't have
Caveman.
a home.
An ape. Okay. Is anybody checking out anything else I described, or are you checking out a door or a stair?
I'm checking out the door.
I
Okay.
might examine the purse a little closer, but if it creeps me out too much, I'm just gonna leave it.
Do you try like picking it up at all?
I might, just to double take it.
Okay, you pick it up and it seems like there's something in there, something heavy.
Oh, shoot, she's surprised by how heavy it is, and looks in.
And like when you pick it up, you kind of hear like the clinking of something.
Not like a concerning clinking? Like keys rattling in a purse kind of clinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I peer in.
You open the cat purse.
Yes.
Okay, you open it. It's a little opening on its back.
Oh, it's wrong.
And you see gold coins inside, and you see 2 tourmalines of obvious high quality, and 4 chunks of cloudy amber.
Okay. I'm not gonna take this, but if we end up leaving this place and it's more morally acceptable to take it, I'll then take it.
Yeah, I think that's our stance. Like, we're noting where all of the loot is, and if we end up killing the dude, we're taking all
We're
of his
taking
shit.
it then, yeah, whatever.
That is the sensible thing
Hit
to
and run.
do. You want to take inventory of everything. That's what I would do, Sister Maria. Okay. I know Mantis is going to check the door. Anyone else do anything? All right. Go ahead and you can check the door.
Check the door.
And I know Pluto's tempted to just fly down and jump down into the.
Oh yeah, at will featherfall, man.
You don't think the door is trapped, and you don't think it's.
These stairs go down, right? Maybe the easy
Those
button.
stairs actually go up.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh.
So yeah, if I went down there and got in trouble, then like it'd be funny because you guys would have to like jump down or just let me die.
And we should check that door there, have it loop around, and then. Because I think that'll loop around to that other room.
It probably will,
Yeah.
but I'm opening the door and leaving the doors open, just in case.
Okay.
Did
you
we leave
open
the
door.
outside door open?
I assume you did.
Whatever.
Whoa. Hey, it's a Durian. What is he doing here?
Weird.
I was just gonna listen if you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine.
Sure.
Fine.
Okay, you open the door. This is what you see inside.
Is that a table and chairs?
This small room contains a quartet of comfortable horsehair seats arranged around a mahogany table. The chamber is crammed with oddments, some of an alchemical nature and some of a more medical bent. An overstuffed bookshelf sits in the corner. And you notice that despite the large number of items here, it is very clean and tidy.
What is with this man and using animals?
I'm gonna detect magic, and I'm gonna check to see if there is anything regarding geography or Kadir in any of on the bookshelf, like just brief glance.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around the room for whatever Sister's not looking at, just so I'm not like getting in his way.
All right. And I assume everybody else kind of looks around a little.
Yeah.
Most more keep watch behind us, like from the stairs.
Okay.
And
Fingrim will keep watch, and actually Jane will
Watch.
join you in that because she's like, man, this place is almost as creepy as the asylum, but it's even
Yeah.
creepier because someone's actually living here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd
Well,
go that far, but
it's possible.
All right, so your detect magic sweep. Once again, you home in on one aura. And you follow it to this brass-bound apothecary's case. It's not coming from the case, so you narrow it. And it seems like it's coming from inside of it. Do you open it?
Yeah, I open it and I figure out what it is.
Okay, you click the little latch on it, and inside you see are several bottles. And one of them is emitting this. All right, you take the bottle, you taste test it and spellcraft it, and you think you found a potion of.
Did you say haste?
Yep, haste.
Okay, I'll put it back, and I'm just going to open this door.
Okay, before you get to that, let me get to what everybody else finds in here. The others. So among all of these weird, odd things in here, you guys see a teak lap desk carved to depict rabbits gamboling in. There is. Oh, the lap desk. You kind of like start checking around the drawers and stuff, and it contains like a dozen lucky rabbits. But even weirder than that, there's this like scattering of teeth and eyes mounted on platinum pins.
Be right back.
Cormac, you find a very old wooden doll, and it looks like it's some kind of like a leprechaun, but it has obsidian eyes and movable arms and straw hair and a little beard.
That's pretty funny. He like chuckles, and then he just puts it back down.
Okay. And yeah, that's you guys seeing that. Is Mantis, he's gone right now?
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Okay. I think he was going to open this door, which
Might
I'm just
as
going
well.
to open him for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. This leads back to this room.
And it looks like we got a door down there too. Maybe that's the bathroom down there. Does anybody need to use the
Would make sense.
That's what I find funny is like some of the houses in like Pathfinder, actually all of them, they don't have bathrooms.
Sometimes they do.
Well, they'll have
Like,
like outhouses sometimes. But...
The one in Mummy's Mask did. Remember?
Wait. What?
There was a fort in Giant Slayer that had a bathroom that had something special come out of the toilet.
Right. That was the only reason why the one that did Mummy's Mask was because there was like a skeleton like in the bathroom.
Yeah, so whenever you see a bathroom, expect things.
Expect there to be like a skeleton or something in the
There was
bathroom.
There was an ooze that came out, a gray ooze that came out of the toilet in Giant Slayer. It was pretty funny.
I remember that in Reign of Winter, in the first book, in the Pale Tower, like in the base floor in the barracks, there were 2 rooms that were just
Maybe.
It's very hit or miss. Like sometimes they'll remember to do it, and then sometimes they'll just be like, eh.
Yeah, we're magical beings. We don't pee and poop. Or if we do, we prestidigitate it away.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like that thing where that J.K. Rowling said that apparently wizards used to just shit their pants and then apparate the poop away.
That's gross. I wonder if they
enjoy
enjoy
the thing she
the
said on
feeling.
Twitter, and people are like, "God damn it!" Because
God damn it.
like she needs to stop because she does that a lot.
She
where
tries
she'll
to
just,
be
like,
edgy.
retcon shit, and
Yeah.
she'll just retcon shit into Harry Potter, and like that was like one of the more like recent examples. People being like, "This needs to stop, J.K. Rowling. You have a problem."
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a
He's
lot
just-
about her, but I
he-
don't pay attention to
It's also the
He's,
also the most like one of the ones that's more like less it's more universally panned. Like there's much less people being like, because there's like some where people get upset about it, and then there's other people like, oh, I think that's a great thing, but this is definitely one where like I don't think I know
It's
anybody who's like,
irrelevant. Yeah.
I don't think I know anybody who was like, damn, that really added to the lore,
Yeah.
really added to the story.
The more you know.
Listen,
Yeah.
she wrote the stories, she made the money, she's done with it, now she's
She can
enjoying
destroy
it.
Oh yeah, no,
She's just messing.
that's actually a fair point. Like if you know, I'd probably do the same shit. I'd say all sorts of crazy
Troll
stuff
yourself.
about it. Yeah, let's fucking troll the audience.
And the
Well,
great thing is that
Ones that were good was like what people's wand types were and what that meant and shit like that. Like that was a good add-on. Like I remember that one.
But see, the great thing for her is that, unlike everybody else who's like, oh, it'd be really cool if this were this, she can just say, yeah, that's canon.
Yeah.
So you can't say that, like, it's a dumb idea because I made it happen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think she's done that too. Like people like throw out guesses and shit, and then she'll be like, "Yep, that's true."
Sure, I'm writing it in my book
So-
now.
You guys have these doors open. What else
Yeah.
do you do?
Do you guys want to check that little room?
Just
or...
for completionist sake, I'm gonna detect magic in this room.
You do not detect any other kind of magic other than the ones that are coming from.
So probably more likely this door is how you get downstairs, right? I can't imagine like I don't know, maybe Fingram built this house for himself.
Oh wait, hold on.
Living in
You
it.
do detect magic.
Then he would just fly down the opening here.
You actually are detecting the presence of magic. Do you narrow it? Mantis?
Yes, I will narrow it. Sorry. My headphones suddenly stopped working in one ear. Like the balance is all off, so
Weird.
I'm pulling out earbuds.
Okay, so you focus your detect magic, and it seems like it's coming from this jumble of alchemy supply. Because there's definitely enough here to constitute like a lab. In fact, like there's enough here that could be like 2 complete alchemist labs.
Wow.
But yeah, you narrow it onto this weird looking. It's coming from this like 2-spouted funnel. Do you pick it up and try to figure out what is going on?
I'll spellcraft it. Just give me 1 second to plug a different set of headphones. Okay. I am going to spellcraft it.
You're really quiet now.
Is this better?
Yes. All right. You figure out the properties of this thing. This is indeed an alchemical. This 2-spouted funnel is used to safely mix 2 alchemical splash weapons into a single flask. You're going to need craft alchemy to use this, and 10 minutes, but success means that the 2 materials that are poured into the spout, into the funnels, become safely mixed into one vial that is the same volume as a normal splash weapon, but when thrown, the mixture has the effects of both component substances, and creatures are affected as if hit by both at the same time.
Fun.
Anything that you mix becomes inert after 24 hours, and only liquids may be mixed with this funnel. So you can use it to mix things like holy water or unholy water, and alchemist fire and acid and liquid ice and stuff like that. But the funnel does not work on potions, elixirs, extracts, or other materials. And you can't mix identical substances, because this is called a hybridization funnel.
Okie dokie. I will go check this other door over here.
Okay, is everybody coming with?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. You check the door, and it doesn't seem to be locked or trapped.
I will open said door.
Okay. You open the door, and you see something interesting inside. Because it's not just a blank brown room. You see a velvet and mahogany lined chamber that contains a brass chain and pulley hoist. You see an elevator.
Well, I guess if we're going down, somebody want to come with me?
Do we want to go down first or up first?
I guess we could go up first.
Creepier things are usually down.
Cormac
So
will
you guys
go.
wanna get in?
We're gonna go upstairs first.
Okay.
I go up the stairs carefully, making sure that there aren't any traps or tripwires or anything.
Alright, you guys carefully walk upstairs. You don't see or detect the presence of any trap. I'm gonna move you.
I'm going with... Take me! Oh, gotta scroll to the right. There we go. Okay.
You guys move up here.
I'm gonna take a look around.
As well.
Okay. This wide space has a floor of dingy... Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Here's the right place.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Bookshelves stacked with various books and folders, as well as bizarre curios, line two of the walls in this wide open room. A sturdy wooden desk, accompanied by a stuffed leather chair, sits in one corner of the room, while a small table in the opposite corner holds a taxidermic monkey posed like it's playing a tiny violin. There are several paintings that cover the wood-paneled walls. And at the desk with the chair, you see a man.
A taxidermized man?
Well, he gets up
Oh.
when you guys walk up the stairs, and he looks at you. But before you guys can say anything, he takes like one of his fists and he like slams it down into the desk with decent force. He doesn't break it, but it's a good hit. And this man starts to growl. And he says, "I don't know who you are, but you'll be leaving here one way or another." And he starts to aggressively move at you.
Roll initiative?
You can roll initiatives.
Alrighty. Fun. Alright.
Using my ability on myself.
Wait, is my initiative up right now? No, it's not. Okay. Eh.
And yeah, you can't help but see that this guy looks exactly like the guy that you guys defeated at the entrance to this place.
But does he have like exposed parts to show what's inside?
You can't see anything on the inside of him. But
Okay,
he has
not
the
yet,
same
at least.
scarring features.
Alright, okay.
He's definitely not as polite.
different personalities spread out.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, a very different. Yeah. This guy looks and just sounds aggressive. Okay, I think that's everybody. First up is Kudu. What
Oh.
do you do?
Well, Mr. Rude, um, I'm going to start with moving, and Drench is going to come with me to over here, and I'm going to cast Slick underneath them. It's my opening move, everybody. Bam. Will they fall?
All right, I'll give him a reflex.
All right.
Nope, 25. You notice that these things are kind of limber and quick on their.
Yeah. Well, I'm not usually
You
the
stay
one to pull the
standing.
trigger first, so I'll do that.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Fingrim.
I'm gonna move forward and pull out Red Destiny this time. Actually, instead of moving first, instead of doing that, I'm gonna activate the flight hex. Then I'm gonna move and pull out Red Destiny, and that gives me 60 fly speed. So I will fly forward. But I'm gonna fly kind of over this side of the room. Actually, over here. That's probably fine. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Cormac.
Cormac moves forward, and he's going to cast a Shield of Faith on himself. And
Okay.
he's gonna swift action channel force into his weapon.
Okay, you do that. Sister Maria.
Oops. Well, I guess I'm here. I'm going to cast a Battle Mind Link on Fingrim.
Battle Mind Link.
If we attack the same target, we get to take each other's attack rolls.
Oh.
If we cast spells on the same target, we get a +2 versus the save.
Okay.
So if we make attacks on the same target, we both make attack rolls and take the higher of the results, and then add our own modifiers.
So this will only work for the second person, I guess, because the first person you don't know if they're going to do that or not, I guess, right? Although I guess once the second, I guess if I attack at him first, then you attack, and then I attack, I get it the second time I attack, right? How does that work? Or do we have to like ready
So what
actions
this
or
happens
something?
is, both of you each roll initiative in combat, and you guys can use the higher die result before adding modifier.
Sure, but we already rolled initiative, so that part doesn't matter.
We can probably
No,
just
this
delay.
is you each roll initiative in combat. It's gonna set you two to the same turn.
So you roll a new initiative, and that's your initiative?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but you use the higher die result. before adding your modifiers.
Well, I'm going to move and then do this. I'm going to move down here.
Because you're supposed to be acting in tandem with each other.
Yep.
Weird. Okay. So roll initiative again.
Mm-hmm.
That's just you guys, right?
So it's going to use the 15 from Sister Maria. So 15 plus 2, which is 17.
Actually, I was moving not within like 5 feet of.
God, I feel like since we already rolled initiative, that part doesn't apply. I think it's just saying that when you roll initiative, you get that bonus. But then it also says this spell doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how the hell does this thing even work?
I think it means like as long as you're attacking the same target, you both get the attack roll, and you just take the higher result.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think you roll initiative like re-roll initiatives.
Sister might match your initiative, like originally, like put his initiative to match yours.
Delay, yeah.
I think it's supposed to be a spell you cast before, like, and that's what it's talking about. But I don't know. This spell doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not really sure how this.
All right, so this guy is going to move off the ice slick, and he's going to roll that. Oh, he's not very good at it, so he can't move. But he doesn't slip and fall prone. But he looks angry at you guys.
Oh, no.
And he says, just wait until I get over there.
Okay.
All right, Finger.
Wait, yeah, you didn't move. Okay. I will activate my arcane pool on my sword to give it keen and increase the enhancement bonus to +4. And then I'm assuming this probably is the same as the other one, but just like in terms of what it does. I'm gonna cast a shield, and I'm gonna fly in down here over the. Are these actually? Are these?
Those are stairs that go up.
Okay, so I can't.
More up.
I probably can't fly over them then. Or maybe I can if I'm flying down this point, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go like here or something now. Okay, well, I'll fly down to here then. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Jane. Jane's gonna move over here. And she's like, all right, I can do it this time. She's gonna use her divine bond to give her weapon a +1 enhancement bonus and make it magic.
Nice.
And she's gonna shoot at this guy. She says, I'm pretty sure you're not human. And she, boom. That touches. And thankfully now, it is considered magic for the purpose of bypassing DR.
Yay.
And she deals a little bit of damage. Kudu.
I'm going to the 6 gonna go away. I'm gonna move here and burn myself with 2 burn to boost an attack. And the other one didn't resist the cold or anything, did
Nope.
it?
It took all the cold damage.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I'll do my cold blast here. We didn't get any bonuses yet, so just this. Verse touch.
Base attack bonus 8. You
touches.
get +6 on power attack, right? For damage.
It's -3 +6.
And then if it's a two-handed weapon, it's 8, right?
50% more. So it's 9.
Wait, are we BAB8?
I
Are we
am
BAB7?
with a 10? Level 10? I thought that's 8. Oh, it might be
Man,
7.
this spell makes no sense. How did my initiative get lower from this spell?
I don't know, man. I didn't think that would change our initiatives once we were already in combat.
I feel like that's for when you precast it, but I don't know.
Well, if we were doing like the rule initiative
Never
every
mind.
round, I guess it would
we're-
matter.
We're 7.
It'd matter for that too, I suppose. But yeah, this spell's weird. Like I don't even know. It has durations minutes per level, so it's probably something you're supposed to cast. Like that's probably for if you cast it
You
beforehand.
step into a building, cast this.
Oh, I misread my my sheet. I saw the ranged attack was 7. It was 8, not my BAB for some reason.
Yeah,
All right, so
BAB
it's
should be
4.
Okay, it takes all that damage. Up. All right, Cormac.
I'm gonna charge him. Just give me a sec to put in all the stuff for the attack. Charge him and destructive smite ability. Plus, I'm gonna use a swift action to give myself a power attack.
Okay.
It should be coming. Ignore the bottom one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, ignore the bottom one.
Yeah, so it's just the top one. Okay, so 25. Unfortunately, a 25 misses him.
Okay.
Sister Maria.
I'm going to swift action Bane. Pluto, you are going to attack him on your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're both making melee attacks on this guy. So we
I don't know if
can
you get the
make
benefit though because I haven't actually done it yet though. I suppose if you want to ready an action, that would do it though.
I will do that.
You'd have to like move up, I guess, and ready it.
I'm going to swift action Bane versus Construct. Move up and ready an action.
Okay. I'm going to put you here. On his turn, he is going to attack, but his body gets really big and bulky like the other one. And then he attacks. He's going to attack Cormac.
I guess Cormac did charge him.
Yep. 2 attacks on you.
So much for my shield spell.
27 hits. The first one misses.
13 points of damage.
No precision, at least.
Yep, no precision. Okay, it would be Fingrim, because I've got Sister Maria ready.
Right, which I am going to trigger the ready to action, though, because I'm going to cast... I'm going to do spell combat. And I'm going to cast Sense Vitals. And let me check. Concentration check. It's a level 2 spell, so yeah, I auto succeed on that because I have like a plus 18 versus DC 19. So casting Sense Vitals, and then I'm gonna do a full attack. So I'm gonna activate my prehensile hair as well, and we're gonna hope to get some hits. I'm also gonna use a swift action to activate arcane accuracy as well to get all the buffs and hopefully do some good damage here. So
That hits.
ooh, and I have a flank bonus. So
you get to take the 15, or you
ooh,
can
chance
take
for
the
critical because
I can
have
take the 18.
Yeah,
Mm.
I got the chance for crit. That crits.
Wait, I turned power attack on, but it didn't.
The
go
crit
on.
doesn't matter that much because
Oh,
I'm
it did
doing
go on.
precision damage for most of my damage, but that's all right. Still, 2d6 plus. This is a +4 weapon. I enhance the bonus up 2 higher, so +12. And then my sneak attack dice as a level 10 Magus are with Sense Vitals is 3d6. So, assuming he's not immune to precision damage, because maybe he is.
He is not immune to precision damage.
Okay.
Even though he's a construct, you can still hit vital parts of him. Even though he's hollow on the inside.
And then, how does this Battle Mind link work with iterative attacks? Like, do I not get the bonus for these ones? For the iteratives? And my natural attack? I have no idea. That would definitely miss, but... But if I use that 15... I have no idea.
It says we both make attack rolls if we both attack the same target, so...
Maybe you make another attack roll for my iterative, but...
I think you just roll a d20. Yeah, and he gets the... You guys get the higher of the 2 rolls. That way it doesn't have to work with you guys actually syncing up, like, actual attacks. It's just, as long as you're attacking the same person,
right.
you guys make rolls
One's
for each
getting
other.
that first attack, which this case it didn't matter because he could only do a standard action anyway for his attack. So I'm pretty sure a 19 will miss anyway.
Yeah, misses.
But I do have one more attack.
Okay, so there's a 14.
Oh, and actually that would have been a 21. I forgot the flanking bonus.
That misses.
And then, sorry, this is that was just a d20. His d20. He doesn't know my bonuses. So my bonus is actually plus 15 because flanking. So the 14 plus 15 would have been a 29 if I get that.
That hits.
So this is going to be d3 plus 4 plus 3, 6. From my prehensile hair.
Okay, you guys heard him pretty good. You cut through that temporary HP he had. Jane's gonna try and shoot him again. Oh my goodness, she almost crit him. She would have actually done some damage. It's just 4.
I
She's like, almost.
hit,
You
but
got this, guy.
clink.
Kudu.
Shoot. I didn't think it was my turn so soon. Okay. Okay, now that I'm boosted up and stuff, I'm going to switch things up and do the telekinetic blast. Because it nowadays is doing more damage than the other one, actually.
Okay. Ooh, that hits. Roll your damage. Oh, 35. And does that count as magic?
Yeah.
It's a really high level spell too, though.
Yeah.
It's a cheaper sorcerer wizard for Battle Mind Link. Like,
Yeah.
man, it seems
It's
really
it's a
good.
really
I'm
good
like, well,
spell.
I guess it is really
High
good
level.
because for wizard, especially like if I can't get it.
All right,
until
so
I
Kudu,
get to
you
level
pick up
19 or
like
something.
a bunch of shit like tables and chairs and the desk, and maybe even pull up like a plank of wood or two, and you hurl it all at him, and this guy just becomes buried under this heap of telekinetically charged items. It peels away his skin and crushes like his head, and like before, you see that underneath there's nothing. He's completely hollow. And the headless him topples over, the body spasms, and then quickly just dissolves and decays into nothing.
Huh.
Let's go upstairs while we still have Battle Mind Link.
Let's go.
I'm sure you guys will, but this is actually, I think, where we're going to end for tonight.
Okay.
And my friend who wants to join, Liz, she is available. Can we take like 10 minutes or so to just kind of talk, and you guys can ask her what she's bringing, and she can ask you guys some questions. We just
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not going
Okay,
anywhere.
let me invite her.
Well, I mean, eventually I am, but
One of these days, I'm going somewhere.
well, I was thinking of heading. I haven't actually ate anything for
Oh.
dinner yet, but I was thinking
Whoops.
of just going out to one of the bars that we have that's open till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah.
they're definitely still open. I might just run down to like the sports bar that's open still, because they actually have some pretty good food there.
Yeah.